What it is, family. Y'all already know what time it is. Chainbreaker squad this thing once again. You feel me? Got my boy Royce in this thing with me, Mr. Handle that. And new Miss Angie in the building. What's going on, everybody? You know what I
What
mean?
it do? What it do?
So today we gonna be discussing basically giving opinions and ideas and thoughts about uh, uh basically human existence and what humans basically how we got on this planet where we come from, where we created, where we always been here, where we grown like a plant or some shit, whatever, So we just gonna delve into that for a little while and let's get this thing cracking, man. Just ever one on y'all wanna jump it off first? Cause I gotta make a quick move and then I'll be right back.
All right, we're gonna do like this. We going in or we doing like minutes?
Oh
Go ahead.
shit. You can do 2 minutes. That
Two
way
minute
everybody can be
introduction,
free.
introduction type shit.
Yeah.
All
Or
right,
you can just go with it.
all right. Well, I guess I started off and I'm gonna go with a quick introduction. Like I guess we ain't really gotta do no introduction because this topic, I mean, most of it we live with. You know what I'm saying? Or we grew up with different introductions of how we came to be, and basically, from my understanding, you got your evolution, and then you have your spiritual. I mean, on a scientific note, I would go with evolution, but it's some other things scientifically that they trying to introduce, and I really haven't looked into that as far as coming from beings and all of that crazy shit. But the two that I do know of, evolution from monkeys and gorillas or apes or orangutans or things of that nature. Um, from what I read or looked into, it's a lot of different researches they done on it that points toward apes, South African apes specifically, and then the further it went along, I think this was in like 1870 or 1871 or 1868, something like that. It was South African apes, and later on it went to closer to being I think it was the orangutans, but that's only because they say that our geological form or the way we reproduce or the way our genes are, that we are closer to them than anything else that they could put out there or find, which just means to me that what we are from is not meant to be found and they won't find it. And the spiritual wise is um more what I like to lean to because I really don't care about um how they feel about the body, where the body come from. I mean, if you're going spiritually, then the body it come from the earth, which kind of the being thing, I don't know. But um say I'm more on the spiritual thing because it says we are not what was it? It was we are not human life trying to live spiritually. We are a spiritual life in a human form. And I'm gonna end my introduction with that. I'm gonna pass it on to the next person we can build on.
What's up, man? Do you want to go?
Just I'm gonna go after I listen for now. Yeah, how about that? I'm listening.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go right into it because you pretty up summed up the two ways that that we was created on this earth, and I think it's both of. I think the scientists got it right, and I think that the Bible got it right. I think we evolved from something, and like you said, the body's from the earth. So yeah, we evolved from the earth into some creature, into a human being. So how that was done, it could have been, different ways to how that was done, but we evolved to the person that we is today, from the earth. And everything from the earth evolves from the earth. So the scientists are right about that, and the reason why spiritual is right about that, because yeah, spiritually the earth was made, so it all connects. All those things connect, but you know the scientists don't know how far it connects with the spiritual aspects of it. So I believe both parts had a part in it. Next up, and
Uh,
I definitely believe in that we how you said it then, royalty. You said that the spirit is here. How you say that? The saying. Your mic is off.
It says, we are not humans trying to live spiritually. We are spirit or souls trying to live human
And what
life.
he said like that, I could see that. I could see that because I feel that our body is a vessel, and the spirit lives on, and it just go find another vessel, whether it's here on earth or where it's somewhere else. So, Lad, you back in it?
yeah, man, I can get in real quick. So,
Okay.
see, really, y'all said it all. I mean, basically both sides, they both actually, you have to, you gotta believe the science. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that. And when I'm
That's
saying
some
the science, I
bullshit.
mean, so you would have lost the bet. But you gotta believe in the science because I was speaking on things that can be proven through science. That is, what I'm saying when it comes to certain levels of human evolution. Because I don't think people just started. I mean, monkeys just started turning to peoples. You feel me? Because like everybody want to know why did they stop? They still here. They should have just died out or something like that. And I mean, on the biblical level, like you know what I mean. When it comes down to it, nobody really knows. So that just gives that answer of God created people, from the dust and all that old type of stuff that we talk about. But to me, in my opinion, if the original bloodline can be traced back 4.5 billion years, to me, I only been here 32 years. You feel me? So I would have to say that maybe just an idea, like I said, thoughts, ideas, whatever. So maybe um, people just always been here, and when I mean, I'm sure at a point in time something had to be created, but at this point in time, after 4.5 billion years, I feel like when I jumped in the game, shit, this shit did going on. And when I leave this hole, this shit still gonna be going on. So it always, you can say, has it always been here, or will it always be here? Because once again, on another level, don't nobody know what's really going on the other side. That's why I said y'all niggas better let me know something. Or I'm gonna let y'all know something. But anyways, I just wanted to throw that in with it. Throw my little extra idea.
I'm
And
I'm 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 gonna ask you
look,
a question in a minute, but we're gonna need Miss Angie to give a spiel real quick, and
yeah,
I'm gonna ask you a question.
okay, I'm cool with that. So yeah, so with that, I'm gonna relinquish the rest of my
Well,
time if I have any.
Um, I agree with the science. I mean, we were all raised up, I guess, in the church, right? Everybody's been taught there was Adam and Eve, but I always just thought it was kind of funny how Adam and Eve popped up. Well, Adam was here, and then Eve came, but they could talk and everything already. But then we grow as babies, and we have to be taught everything else, right? So I'm like him. Like, we had to evolve. We had to start someplace else, and I don't believe that it just started with Adam and Eve. And then if you go look back at African culture, they have a whole other theories themselves. They said that at the beginning, the world was created from a drop of milk. You know?
Damn, that was new to me.
A drop of milk.
Yep.
I
It's
ain't heard nothing.
a Fulani
Yeah,
story from they said the world was created from a drop of milk. At the beginning, there was a huge drop of milk. Then Dundari, which is God, came and created the stone. Then the stone created iron, and iron created fire. Fire created water. Water created air. Then God, Dundari, descended a second time, and he took the five elements, but he shaped them, and then he shaped them into man, and man was proud. It
mm.
kind of goes on from there a little bit further, but I mean, everybody wants to
Oh,
think, it was just
get
created.
D lad. What you know about that? If D lad
Hold
don't
on,
know nothing about it, I'm
hold
surprised.
on, hold on, hold on, real quick.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's a new information for me. I ain't get
I ain't
into that.
heard that either. I ain't heard no milk about the milk.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm saying we need different people on here with different platforms. You know what I'm saying? That's
Well,
why it's
I have
called
a little
chain. That's
thing
why
to
it's
add.
called Chainbreaker Squad.
I have been watching something on TV where they've been saying that they believe that aliens put their DNA into something to make humans. So
Well, see, that's you can trace that back. I don't know if you want to trace it back to a scientific level or to the biblical level, but uh, most people they into the Bible, and in the Bible it'll tell you that um the angels was cast out of heaven and they can't uh had sex with mankind or men either way, nigga. The what they
Human.
call what they call the angels are what we call jinns. You understand? These are the where
Demon.
the negative blood type come in at
yeah,
because they not from this earth.
But when we
And
talking about the deities, we talking about the so-called demons.
right. That's when so it can be traced back to what they would say aliens because they didn't know who or what they were.
yeah.
Just like and like the I don't know if it would be scientific or biblical or it could be both. Because when they were saying they seen chariots and all of that, that wasn't motherfucking chariots coming across the sky. You know what I'm saying?
I'm starting to believe there was both. I'm starting to believe that
They
it
just
all
that was
coincide with
that
each
was
other.
that was their way of saying vehicles. If they ain't have cars and shit. If they had cars or something, they probably would have said cars. If they had planes, they would have said planes. The nigga said chariots because they was riding horse and carriage. They ain't know nothing else. Fiery
Yeah.
chariot,
Well,
but
basically, what they were saying was it was motherfuckers coming down that they didn't know what the fuck it was, but these people
uh,
was having sex with the humankind, and from there is where the negative bloodline started. But before that is what we trying to get to as far as where did we actually start the humankind? Like not negative blood type, not positive blood type, the human form period. Where did that start?
Like I said, I'm thinking, like you said, I'm thinking Bible wise, you looking at it as God, brought us up. On a scientific side, they looking at it as it was. If you was to see something and you didn't know what it was, you would call it an alien. So they could be saying that God was an alien, which is that's not. You can't say that's not correct because something that's not from this world is considered an alien. So I'm looking at it as they is right to some extent, but it ain't the alien like you thinking, like with the green hands and the big eyes. Just because when we say alien, people automatically think that's what an alien is. An alien is somebody that's not from this world.
I mean,
True.
I can look at it like that, but in this generation, they start calling people that's not from this country aliens. So alien to me is asinine. It don't mean shit to me because
Right.
honestly, our bodies are from this earth, but who we
Hey,
are not from this earth. So we are aliens ourselves.
Yep.
hey,
Good
I don't want
point.
to interrupt y'all real quick, but just got to contact with G Hard. You did. He gonna jump in this thing too. You did. So he gonna be here in a
All right.
minute.
Uh-oh.
Gonna
When
give
he
his
jump,
intro.
he know the topic.
Yeah, I laced him up.
Okay, well, shit. When he jump in, we just gonna let him get his spill in because I know he at work.
I got a million.
I already know what you finna
Got a
say.
million on it. I bet you
Hey,
still.
I wouldn't bet against you. I wouldn't bet against you because I'm gonna ride with the house, nigga. Fuck
So you
that. I
think he
know he
ain't
gonna
gonna say
see it.
it?
I know he gonna
Oh,
see
okay.
it. And you know what I'm gonna say?
That's bullshit.
Hey,
That's what I
I ain't
bet.
gonna
I
say
had
it.
bet you was gonna
Don't
say that. I said, watch you say that
handle
today,
that
boy.
trying to get his money. That's why I say I
Hey,
ain't gonna say
lad,
that. He gonna get his money.
lad.
Yo.
You heard anything about what she said about that milk thing?
Oh, yeah. That's what I want to say about that. That's my first time actually hearing that story, and it sounds like something I might want to check out to see what these people was talking about for real. But that's interesting. A drop of milk. If we want to look at that another way, because people mind being together, but that's a drop of milk.
Yeah, yeah. I get you.
I can understand and see that concept. You know, but still, so I want to ask her this, since she said, said we had to grow and be from something, right? 'Cause we got to be babies and shit. So who was here first? Then was it babies here first, a whole bunch of babies, or was it grown folks or teenagers? What we had?
Somebody had to take care of the baby.
I just want to know shit.
No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I really, I mean, I just
I
think it's
mean,
odd to think that people just popped up. One grown person just pops up. That's why I say I believe more in the evolution that people evolved from something else.
What could that be?
I'm looking at it right now, fam. It says uh the text tells the story of how the world was created according to Tsunami culture, which is the
Hmm.
African culture, I guess.
Hmm.
And it says it started from a drop of milk from the god Dunari, who created the element. Now, so basically, you know how back in the gap, they had different gods, sun god, moon god, whatever, this god, that god.
Yeah, I can follow that.
You know what I'm saying? So this god was the god of the element, which would be Flunani or whatever the fuck. I don't know how to say that shit, but
Spill
I
a
probably
drop
I
of
probably
milk.
butchered it. But that's the god of elements. So basically, she or he, it don't say which one it was, but uh created. the elements which God used to create man. But what you gotta understand is if you I know D Latta follow me. If you go back and they tell you that the God that we worship wasn't a God until he passed his test, then you can probably understand why it was so many gods or so many people that people worship that we may not know about that was probably actually factual before our God became a God. Because according to some texts, our God wasn't always a God. He had to earn his spot. So I can kind of see where it's going, but at the same time, I never heard nothing about no damn milk. This is the first time I ever seen this milk thing.
Well, she was pouring
But
some
it's
cereal, and
interesting
she
though.
dropped
It's
some milk
interesting.
in it.
It's interesting like a motherfucker. I'm finna look into it. That's why it's always good to have different people. You know what I'm saying? Different outlooks, inlooks, whatever.
Okay, so where do all the gods come from then?
On that behalf, I'm gonna answer, but I'm gonna turn it over real quick to D-Lat because he know more about all that than me.
What was the question?
Not say I ain't gonna say way more, but he know a little bit more about that. But as far as gods to me, they came way before all of this Adam and Eve shit because I actually believe that was people here before Adam and Eve. Otherwise, it don't make no sense that it was just Adam and Eve, and then now it's a whole world, and now we all related. I think it was people here way before that because they have found um bone structures and all this shit that dates back 6,000 what is it, 7 million 6,000 some shit like that. No, it's million because I read earlier. Let me see if I can find it real quick. That they found the first humanoid, or they have a lot of different names for humans, and that's ridiculous. Can y'all just stick with one, please? Um, these niggas got humanoid, motherfucking humanoid. They got now I can't even read my own hand right, nigga. That's fucked up. Anyway, there's too many names for humans, but they date back 1.6 million years ago, is what I read. But from my understanding, it goes back like 6,000 for the Hebrew,
I got some intake on that.
but
So
that only means that evil been here for millions. If we been here more than 6,000, and they found shit back to 1.3 million, 1.6 million, then that just means evil was or the devil was here before we even got here. That was my understanding of what I got today, but that ain't the conversation right now. Anyways,
well, I have something to say about that part. I
go ahead.
think how the other gods got started is I think what people had done was when they started talking about the constellation, the stars, and the 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 different planets, they started naming those and saying they was gods. Jupiter, God, and this was a god. So I don't think it was a god. I don't think the gods they was worshiping was there for real. They just was somebody. Said it was. Name those different stars and this and that, and just to remember, they start saying it started being a folk tale. Or this a god, this god, a Jupiter god, this god, that, and this god, that. So I don't think that they was really gods like we think.
Okay, so like Greek mythology and stuff, how they did it.
Yeah, I think yeah they was trying to find a way to remember all the stars and the planets and stuff like that, and then they just start saying, well, this planet is a god because it can give you this much energy or whatever. Somebody just started saying that, so they start saying, well, I'm gonna worship this god, I'm gonna worship that god, I'm gonna worship that god. So they start doing all that kind of stuff and
That,
making statues and all that kind of stuff. That's how
uh,
I think that came about.
that seems about right to me. Um, those didn't you say those remains they found or whatever? What would you say they were? Humanoids that were 6,000 years old or something? What did you say?
No, see, these dated back like 1.3 million.
Okay, but like, wasn't the facial
But
structure different? Like, haven't we
yeah,
evolved?
yeah. That was back when they said it started evolving.
Right. Because
But
right now they don't even know what the appendix is for.
the appendix is uh just to fuck up so you can die early, nigga.
Exactly.
Some you don't even need the motherfucker. You got that's what your kidneys and shit for, nigga. You don't need that. It has no fucking. It's irrelevant.
Right.
No, but um, according to the scripture or whatever, we only been here like 6,000, 7,000 years or some shit, from my understanding. If I'm wrong, let correct me.
Yeah, that's just when
Uh,
Adam and Eve supposedly got here. I mean, that's just the how long the stories of the
the
Bible
biblical
supposed to
sense,
be. Yeah.
right? Okay. Well, they saying that they found remains from like 1.3 million years ago.
So what she's saying, like I think what she's saying is those remains might not have been really people. They was people like, but haven't evolved to the people what walking, talking like us.
Right, right. That's why I was looking at the scientific and the biblical because I can see how the thing is what gets me is the remains they found the skull structure. They said their brains was bigger than ours.
Yep.
They
Well,
had more brain capacity to obtain more knowledge than we had.
Yeah.
That's what got me. I was like, wow, damn. And that's probably why like people say we have the brain capacity and we only use such and such amount.
Yeah, bigger don't mean better.
Yeah, I'm just saying we got so much capacity in our brain that we only use this much amount. If we
Like
can figure
when
out how to access the rest of it, nigga.
they made a movie
See,
about
that's
it.
what I said.
well, you know me. I gotta throw my opinion in on that. Uh, you can believe that you only use half of your brain, brother. That's fine. But to me, I use my brain to the full capacity that I can use it at, and I'm reach new levels and heights. You know what I'm saying? On the
Say it
regular.
then.
I call
Gerard
You know,
God
it.
said
you know,
it.
Hey, scientifically, man, you should be able to do way more than what you doing with your
scientific.
brain.
Hey, look, and that's what I'm getting to. Scientifically,
Okay, okay,
you
go
know what
ahead.
I'm saying?
I hear
I
jihad.
can.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
listening.
I'm finna go ahead and bring him in real quick,
Go
man.
ahead, finish that first. Finish that first.
All right, go press me real quick. Oh, he on mute. All right, yeah. No, I was saying, on a metaphysical level or science or however we want to look at that level. You feel me? To me, I nah, fuck all that. To me, you know what I mean. Uh, the things that are done subconsciously, you know, to me that doesn't count for as being able to use my brain capacity because as a machine, that's supposed to happen. So that can't count. You know what I mean? But far as me mentally and things like that, even physically, you know, I have elevated, and I think we all have, and can't nobody say that. You know what I mean? So I'm not. I don't really think that the evolution theory is real or true though, because like I say, if that's the case, everything that's so-called evolved from everything will keep on evolving from everything. Why did it stop? It just stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, they supposed to die
How
out
you
if
know it
anything.
stopped?
How do I know it stopped?
Yeah, ain't nothing stopped.
Because where you see some half and half beings at then. Because if that's the case,
Okay,
we at least see some in the process.
Mister Handle that, Mister Handle that. Basically, he's saying it stopped because you can't go to the zoo and see that monkey turn into a human. He's
You
saying
know?
why did
Or
if
even
we
if even
evolved
if
from if
even if
we evolved from
evolution takes
apes and
time,
monkeys, why is it not
Let
even
me
if
still
answer that.
happening?
Let me answer
it
that.
takes time,
The
even
re-
if it takes
the-
time, we'll at least see somebody that's halfway in the process. Or nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't happen like they body is changing to happen through birth. You know what I'm saying? Every time it'll just be different and different throughout over time. If because that's you know what I'm
no,
saying. We want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? They
no,
ain't just body
no,
started while they
no.
still a lot happening to them. They was if it really happened, they had to be born different. You know what I'm saying? Over time and change like that.
Let me answer that. The
All
reason
right,
why
yeah,
I
yeah.
say it's
Let
still
me let
evolving.
G Hard get in after behind that.
Yeah. Okay. The reason why I'm gonna answer your question. The reason why I say it's still evolving. It's a, we're evolving where you can't see it. You're not just gonna see somebody change. It's evolving through generations. Through generations, little by little, you would never see the evolving. But it sometime 1,000, 3,000 down the year, it's gonna be different people. That's what I'm talking about. It's evolving slowly where you won't be able to see it in your lifetime.
I agree with that because, like you said, we've evolved in one.
So hold on, stop. Use your mic. Use your mic, dude. Oh, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Y'all already know it's your brother from another mother, straight out the south of the motherfucking gutter. It's your boy G Hard, and I go hard in the yard with a bad report card. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to the Chainbreaker squad, to D Lat, my boy Hannah, my fam, D Lat and my fam, Hannah Williams, my fam Royalty. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know you, but Angie. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You know what I'm saying? But usually, yeah, I just want to say, man, that it's a good conversation, and I just came in on the middle of it, you know, and usually I'm the one that's teaching, but you know, you got to empty your cup before you could receive anything. So tonight, I'm not gonna do no comment, no talking, no teaching. Tonight, I'm gonna empty my cup, and I just want to listen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do tonight. I'm gonna empty my cup tonight. I just want to listen. You know what I'm saying? So do peace to everybody. I'm just listening with my mic muted. So y'all go ahead. Thank you. Appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Peace.
All right.
All right, hey Lat. I don't know if you want to fill him in or should we do a run back down or what's up?
Now go ahead, go ahead, cause he filled me in, and I was listening while I was getting my computer, cause y'all can hear me better on my computer than my phone, but I was still listening. Cause me and
All
D
right,
Lat right here, so yeah, y'all go ahead, man, do your thing, baby.
all right, fam. I love the introduction, but you forgot go ham on the ham, mate. I ain't gonna leave it out, Mister.
Okay, but y'all asked me the last one. Y'all asked me, can we have a conversation
Yeah,
without me
yeah.
drinking
I
up
just
hair
wanted to
mic?
fuck with you. I knew
And
I
that
had to
was,
fuck with you, fam.
I emptied my cup in the introduction too. And
You know,
you know, don't
fuck
get me
with you.
started,
You know
man.
I had to fuck
Don't
with
get
you,
me
man.
started. Yeah, yeah. You know, don't go to fucking with me. Don't you go do it, man.
No, I had to fuck with you. Yeah, but man, oh, the whole evolution thing, it's 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 out there, and you can rock with it on certain levels, but I'm thinking if they saying that they found shit back from 1.3 million years ago, um and we only supposed to be in here like 6,000, 7,000 years or something like that. I don't think that we derived from the whatever they found. I think it's more that whatever was here, we have similarities type shit. I mean, I would say at most part that they are from the earth and not from fornication with the jinns or the deities or whatever. So they would give them similarities as we have. But as far as uh being human, I believe a speculation on my behalf that we humanoids or whatever they want to call us, or it's a whole lot of names, man. I can go down the line, but it's it get ridiculous after a while. Um, we are creations of a higher power. Being that we are from the earth may link us back to other creations that were from the earth that may have been here before we got here, but I don't think we as humans, or us as this human form come from uh animals or whatever. I believe we were created differently. And I only feel that way because I feel like our creator has a sense of humor. And um the body or the form that we are in, that we inhabit as souls, is just for a learning experience for our soul. Shall I put it that way? Or for his entertainment, I can put it that way too. And other than that, man, I don't really feel like. But what the topic was, where the humans, I don't think it came from monkeys. I believe we were created after there was creation. It was creation before we was created, is what I believe from from the text saying that they can trace some of our DNA or some of our likeness back 1.3 million years to the biblical sense, as far as tracing it back 6,000 or 7,000 years. So it had to be creation before we was here. I'm not saying that that wasn't human form or monkey form, or maybe it came from the dinosaur area. I don't know, but
Right.
I'm just saying that it had to be a form of creation that had some type of DNA or some type of strand that we have. And when that form was over, he was like, okay, well, I know how to better what I did the last time, and
That's
and
just what I was going to talk about.
and make it this way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic because I want to hear somebody else talk. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to say something. You hit it on a note. Royalty, you a builder, so you like building things. When you build something, you get better. So when God built something, He got better, and we a better product of what was built at first. That's why I think that's why I call it evolve. You evolve from something. Now I ain't gonna say it's no ape or monkey, but you evolve from something. If you build something, you be like, oh, I like how this came out, but I could do this. and make it better like this, and then you gonna every time you build it, you should be getting better every time you do it. So maybe, yeah, you made an ape, maybe you made some other creature that was like a human, and then say, you know what, I can make one better than this that can walk, talk, and have an opinion and do that, and evolve. It came from those elements, but it evolved to a human being. That's how I looked at it when you said that. So as a builder, that's what happens. As a builder, you get better and better as you build. So that's my input on what you said, and you hit it on a nail. Anybody else?
I mean, so then we're saying that people evolved. I'm not saying we came from apes or monkeys or anything, but people do. As the years go on, you change, right?
Yep.
Facts.
Let me get me one in real quick. Um, see, cause now, what I'm saying, we gotta talk about this now. So if we want to think about it, right? Let's just think about this God concept first, right? Because it's a lot of different God stories, right? Well, let's think about this God story. 'Cause that's how these people, a lot of people say people was created too. But if if something came from another planet and created this form of humanity, is what I'm gonna call it. Because to me, I feel like whatever form people is in right now, that's what they in. You know what I'm saying? The 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 mixed people, it'll never outnumber. You will never outnumber. You know what I'm saying? The fucking the original is what I'm gonna say. The original man. So you will never outnumber the original man, no matter how many different races and how many times you mix and all that shit. So I forgot what I was getting to with that. But anyways, so it's like being created in this form. I feel like it wasn't like I said to me. People been here since this earth, this realm, or this dimension, whatever, however we want to look at it, since physical existence on this plane came to be to me. I don't think what I was getting to with that, what I'm saying, thing about the different races and stuff was I don't think that, what I'm saying, anything evolved. I think that what is what is. That's what I think. What is what is. Because think about it. Like I say, if everything evolved from something, we'll at least see something in transition. We'll see something in transition, even though it happened over time. Over time, I mean, it's been long enough since from the time that Jesus so-called died, 2,024 years ago, to now, to at least see somebody transition. The only transition they making is from male to female. That's it. You know what I mean? So I can't see that. You know what I mean? I can't see the whole evolution thing. I think people has always been people, just like cats always been cats and dogs always been dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nah.
Well,
So
technically, cats haven't always been cats, and dogs haven't always been dogs. They evolved too.
from what?
Cats were a part of what the the bigger cats. They're part of that.
You
They're just
talking about like
You still
slightly.
talking about a cat though.
But I'm just
You
saying,
still talking
people.
about a cat.
I
It's
mean, they're
it's
a cat family, but technically they've evolved. Think about it. They said that dinosaurs actually are still with us because they said that there's a smaller form of a dinosaur still here, isn't it? Which one is that? Let me go look that up.
I don't think that there's a smaller form of dinosaurs here.
Yeah,
I
that's
do. I mean, like hippos and motherfucking goddamn giraffes and all these motherfucking niggas. I think I wouldn't say okay, you're right on that level. I wouldn't say a form of dinosaur, but in all actuality, it's just a recreation of the
Hey,
dinosaur.
okay.
One that he could adapt to this world with different humans, or a new creation of the human form.
Oh, they
Okay.
say birds evolved from a group of meat eating dinosaurs called theropods.
Hey, can I add to that real
Go
quick?
ahead, go ahead.
I let y'all have a conversation on the humans before the dinosaurs go. There's no such thing as dinosaurs. Those were dragons. If you read in the Bible, it said that Satan, that dragon, was thrown out of heaven. I think it's in Revelation 9 and 12. But ain't no such thing as dinosaurs. They were dragons. They got the bones. You can look at them with the horns on them and shit. Them was motherfucking dinosaurs with dragons. They was really dragons. That's what I believe. I don't think that they were no dinosaur. Because the Bible says Satan was a damn and they've been trying to cover this up for the last 6,000 years. You know what I'm saying? But like royalty say that we've been here for 6,000 years. You know what I'm saying? According to what the Bible say, or according to what whatever. But according to science, though, you know what I'm saying? We've been here 4.5 billion years. Okay, now that species y'all talking about that's not from here, they've been here 6,000 years. And the Bible only goes back 6,000 years. Because Satan was only given 6,000 years of rule. That's why this information is coming out. But yeah, but I just wanted to say as far as the dinosaurs go, well, I believe that ain't no such thing as dinosaurs, that they were dragons. If people say ain't no such thing as dragons, they were dinosaurs. But in my opinion, I think that they were really dragons because the Bible says Satan was a dragon and they got the bones and stuff to prove it when it comes to the dragons and the dinosaurs.
I think I have heard something about that.
Yeah, I can see it. Like most of the dinosaurs that they do show, the pterodactyls and the. I was trying to think of T Rex and shit, but I think he had some small ones on his head. His wasn't as deep as the rest of them, but I think they are like triceratops, and I'm trying to
Like that
remember.
movie, you remember that movie, Jurassic Park?
Yeah,
That's what they were telling us.
I can see that. So, Jihad, where did the humans come in at? Where are we from in your behalf? On your behalf?
I believe. Let me turn my mic on. I'm in the camera on. I believe that we were created and everything like the Bible say, but it went back further than 6,000 years. Because you got pyramids and bones and remains that's older than six. The Earth is way older than 6,000 years old. Because they got remains of stuff that go back, stuff that's from the
Millions,
Earth,
millions of
huh?
years, or millions.
Millions, millions. So anything that's over 6,000 years old, you know what I'm saying? Whoever put the Bible together, and those people in the Bible that supposed to did this and did that, I'm just gonna put it like this. Let me go and put it down to you, man.
Yeah,
Negative blood types. If you look up in science, right, scientific material, negative blood types only been here 6,000 years, and they don't have an earthly origin. Okay, so anything older than 6,000 years, they're not responsible for building. Because positive blood types go back 4.5 billion years and can be traced in the earth. That's why I know the children of Adam are positive blood types, and the children of the Nephilim are negative blood types because the Nephilims can't be found in the earth and only been here for 6,000 years, and Satan was only given 6,000 years of rule. And this is why the information is coming out when you talk about the 6,000 years. I can go all night and deeper into it, but like I said, I just want to listen tonight, because you have to empty your cup. If your cup already full, you're not going to learn nothing. I don't want to talk about no hell out of nothing. Then you try to get me started, man. I already know you what
No,
you doing to me.
no, no, that ain't me, fam.
I
I just
want to
wanted to hear your
listen, bro.
feelings.
I'm just
Look,
listening.
bro,
I don't want to
under,
answer the.
under,
I'm
look,
talking about the
understand this.
dinosaur. What?
Understand this. One thing I know and two things for sure. I pay attention to everything that everybody say. That's how I'm learning. That's how I'm growing. You know what I'm saying?
No,
The
I'm talking
only
about
thing,
me. I gotta empty my cup, bro.
yeah,
Before I
no.
can.
See, I
It's
was just
already full.
asking, did you think the human form was derived from monkeys or was we created?
Hell no. Hell no. Okay, let me tell you something. To remember the information, the real information, right? You gotta remember RH. When they say the rhesus monkey mean everybody that's RH positive come from the rhesus monkey. That's a damn lie. Everything from the earth, I'm sorry, everything from the earth is RH positive, bro. Elephants, everything that comes from the earth is RH positive. Okay? Monkeys, everything. Now they just discovered the rhesus monkey gene in 1940 something. Okay, now why do they want to talk about the monkey? They could have picked out anything. Okay, but check this out. You know me. I'm a smart too. I'm a smart ass too. Snakes, pigs, and dogs and donkeys are negative blood types. That's why they gave animals rights long before the civil rights movement. Because snakes and pigs and dogs and donkeys are negative blood types, just like. But to get to my point, remember RH positive means real
Yeah,
human positive. RH negative means real human negative. If the white man can say I'm a rhesus monkey and call me Toby, right, I can say I'm a real human and my motherfucking name is Kunta. But remember, RH positive means real human positive, and RH negative means real human negative, according to the information and according to
yeah,
what I like to. Hold on, I want to cut you out. What I like to use what's called word association, where you use a word to remind you of something of what you might forget about, right? So RH, they say mean rhesus monkey. I say RH means real human. You real human positive or you real human negative. But you have to let know about blood type and stuff like that, to
yeah.
understand what I'm talking about.
See,
But
if you
but
go
I
back,
know you do. I know you do, but most people probably don't. But that's as far as humans go. If
hey, if
you
you
are
go
a
back,
positive, if you are a positive, you come from the earth. If you are H negative, you're not. Because negative blood cannot be traced in the earth and RH positive can.
if you go back and watch the beginning, I said that. But what I was saying was, I'm saying, um, they say I don't think you caught that part, but they say that we have similarities because our DNA, which means they are from the earth. The monkeys, the orangutans, the motherfucking all them motherfuckers, whatever ones you want to call out, the baboons, all that, they from the earth. They have positive blood types.
Yeah.
So that's why they
Hey,
say we are their descendants or we come from them.
okay. Now let me tell you something, bro. Nah, everything from the earth is RH positive. Donald Trump is RH negative. That means a rhesus monkey got more right to be here than Donald Trump. Not equal right, but more right. Because the monkey from here. And Donald Trump is not. I take the monkey blood. Because everything that's forbidden to eat and touch, like snakes and pigs and dogs and donkeys, you can ask the veterinarian. Those are negative blood types. I take the monkey blood. I don't eat snakes. I don't eat pigs. I don't eat donkeys. I don't. You don't eat no pork. Y'all don't eat no pork. We don't eat pigs and dogs. That shit is RH negative. And Jesus had ran evil spirits into pigs too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So a rhesus monkey got more right to be here than Donald Trump. Not equal right, but more right. Because RH positive can be traced in the earth and RH negative can't. I don't care if you call it a mutant mutation. Okay, well, motherfucker, you're a mutant. Whatever you want
So
to call it. Whatever you
so
want.
at the
I thought
end of the
about this.
go ahead.
I was thinking about this today. Whatever you want to call it, RH negative race, a mutant, the satanic bloodline, the aliens, the whatever you want to call it, man. It is not. It's not good for us. It's the reason that everything is happening today because even the condition that we in today, that's a part of a condition of the 6,000 years of the effect that everything that they've been doing, because every cause have an effect. And everybody
Yeah.
talking about 400 years of reparation and 400 years of blood, sweat, and tears. No, that devil been here for 6,000 years giving us hell. That's like I owe you $6,000, but I'll baboon. Do you think that I owe you 400? Nah, bitch, you been here 6,000 years giving us hell. Not 400 years of reparation, 6,000 years of reparation. So I can whoop ass and come back for the next 6,000 years and just be playing catch up. According to Islam, because it's eye for an eye, ear for an ear, and life for a life. You know, you can take revenge as long as you don't transgress bounds. You know, because Allah loves not those who transgress bounds. You know, I mean, that's a
Okay.
whole other subject I ain't gonna get into, but
Yeah. I
you
get
know,
you. I get you.
it's a balance. You know,
But
I don't believe in turning the other cheek, so I
as
could whoop
far as
past the next 6,000 years and come back and just be playing catch up.
as far
Forget
as
about
as far
400
as
years.
you saying we was created, and that's
As
what
far as
you believe. You believe
I believe,
we was
I,
created, right?
I believe they stole the knowledge from us, right? Just like the white man stole from the black man, the negative blood type stole from the positive blood types. You know, because just like the Bible says, but they stole it. You got your mic mute out here, Echo. Just like the Bible say, that how we was created, and they stole that knowledge. They stole the knowledge of the pyramids because you got pyramids 8,000 years old. The Bible only goes back 6,000. So positive blood types created that. Just like you got black men that created stuff today, and a white man put their name on it.
Facts.
You know, it's the same thing, same horse of a different color, bro.
So
It's the same shit.
if we was created, right? Can I only got one question, and this like just on some fly off the wall type shit. What do you think we actually have a reason, or are we just here living and learning?
Well, as far as being created, yeah, I think that this is something that's so great is living life and knowing that even being here as a slave for 400 years is worth being here and being alive. But that's not why we were brought here. We were brought here, the Hebrews, the potted blood type, the children from Adam, because Jesus said, I've only come for the lost sheep of the children of Israel. Okay? The lost sheep of the children of Israel is the deaf, dumb, and blind. The deaf, dumb, and blind is 85% of the world population. 85% of the world population are positive blood types. 85% of the world population is deaf, dumb, and blind. 85% of the world population is the lost sheep of the children of Israel. So Jesus might as well said, I only come for the positive blood type. Because God also told Abraham, I will make your seeds as many grains of sand. That's why we don't die, we multiply. You know, and damn, I lost train of thought. But what's your question, Ladine? No, but
Alright.
I was talking about two things at one time though. What
Yeah,
was your
yeah,
question?
yeah.
No, your
Give me
original
specifics.
question, what you asked me, what you just asked me. What was your question?
Let me see some. Hit 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 mute real quick.
Yo, you was talking about creation and God's people. Okay, yeah. That's what you was talking about, right? Being created. Okay, and God's people. Yeah, that's what you talking about. But yeah, God's people, that's my point. God's people come from the earth. You know what I'm saying? And the devil people don't. You know, that's my whole point.
I really I was asking, do you think we have a purpose, or we just here?
Oh hell yeah, the purpose. There we go. Okay, now the purpose is this, man. The purpose right here is because you ain't gonna like the answer. Yeah, ain't
Man,
nobody
an
gonna like
answer is the answer.
I think that God loved us so much that He put us here to have the negative blood types of slaves. in a nutshell. But we've been their slaves for the last 6,000 years because he told us, he said, let them have dominion over everything, the fish of the sea and everything, right? But then we didn't. We thought it was wrong to have slaves, so we threw that back in his face. And when you throw stuff back in God's face, to come back at you sevenfold. That's why we went back into slave ships. We got out of slave ships. Okay, you still think it's wrong to have slaves? Yeah. Okay, we went back into slave ships. Now we out of slave ships again. Do you still think it's wrong to have slaves? Because you know why? You is not going to rule the world without slaves. So to answer your question, he put us here to rule the world. And you're not going to rule the world without slaves. That's why he put us here to give us the world. And you're not going to rule the world without slaves, to answer your question. That's what I went
Okay.
into, but that's what I meant to tell you.
I can rock with it. Let Lady Angie been quiet over there. You sleep or what?
Just listening.
What's your input?
I mean, y'all are way more educated on this than I am.
Not really. We just feed off each
Um,
other.
No, I'm just Ladin. Don't ask me Ladin. Nah, I'm gonna ask you this, brother. You know I love you. Let me turn on my
And who the
camera.
fuck is Lil Dan, man?
I mean, Rossi. You know I love you, fam. Now you gotta respect where we do on the platform. I said I'm here to empty my cup, bro. So
Yeah.
listen, because my cup is already full. If my cup is already full, I ain't gonna learn shit. So I'm
Yeah.
emptying my cup. Yeah, I want to know, please, brother.
I
Okay?
got you. I got you. Let's
Okay,
go
next
with
time I see you, next time I
let,
see you, you're gonna let me borrow $2, right?
yeah, yeah. And then I want to
All right,
borrow it back. I'm gonna need it back plus two when I see you.
all right, there you go. There we go.
Bad.
There you go.
Let's go, Lady Angie.
um, that was a lot. Um, let's go with what? I mean, you said a lot.
Let's go with exactly. What comment on it?
Um, I don't know. I don't understand the concept of he would put us here to rule the world, giving us our own minds to think, and then punish us for not taking slaves. Like, oh, since we didn't want to be slaves, then we become slaves. But why punish? Like, what would be the point of it if people don't want to take slaves? I don't get it.
Because when God gives you something and you throw it back in his face, and he said, let us make man in our image. Let them have dominion over everything. The fowl of the air. Everybody know the story. I ain't gotta go through it. But when God gives you something, you say thank you. But we thought it was wrong to have dominion over everything. That's why he told Satan to bow down to us. But we follow Satan and bow down to him. He tried to give us the world. So we went into slave ships. Because you're not gonna be the world without slaves. I mean,
Jihad. Jihad. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay.
So this had to
Let me
be.
let me break it down where he coming from, right? Okay, where he coming from is um we are from this earth. We are natural. We are his people, his chosen people. People that are of negative blood type or whatever. Uh as far as it dates back from what I can see or what I read or what I researched or things that I've heard and learned, these negative blood types or was I'm gonna say was our slave until they started selling us out. As far as what what it is black people. As we look at black people, we look at them skin color. Black
I'm
people
next.
started selling black people out to slavery, but these black people that were selling us out to slavery was actually negative blood type, and that actually increased. and
Facts,
flooded the gates of
facts,
slavery.
facts, baby,
You know what
facts,
I'm saying?
facts.
So what we are going through is I'm gonna say a trial. I'm explaining it like that. We're going through a trial of bondage and being held down and all of this shit. When in all actuality we should have been on top and we would have just followed what we were supposed to do in the first place.
I mean, I get what I hear what you're saying, but way more blacks were stolen in slavery than were ever sold.
No, they wasn't stolen.
Okay,
They
let
was
me let me
they was sold on
let
what
me
you call the black market.
let me interject. Let me interject real quick. 97% of black people is RH positive. It's positive blood type. Only 3% of black people is negative. So 15% of the world is negative blood type, right? 85% of the world is positive. But just stay on the black folks. Don't worry about all that. Just talk about black people, about knowledge yourself. Okay. 97% of black people are the chosen people of Israel. It's positive blood types. 3% are negative blood types, the Hamites that sold us into slavery. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, then. Hey, boy, you teaching. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Hey
bro.
man, look, I told you I listen and I learn, man.
Well, I want to interject into this. If I,
Go ahead, cause we can rebuttal on that.
well, going by what y'all said, this I break it down on how I see it, and how I see it is, yes, our body is from this earth, yes, and that evolved, but our spirits are not from this earth, and I just believe that you know that's what's gonna make the difference. Yeah, maybe our bodies was slaves, but I don't think our spirits would be slaves.
I agree. See, that's what I'm getting at right there.
Okay, I can agree with that because neither one of us on this platform tonight can say that we agree with being slaves, whether
So
to the modern day slavery as far as the job and all that shit. Neither one of us can say we cool with that shit. So I can agree with that because we
so
all want.
maybe what happened is that he took our souls, and said, well, I'm gonna put you in these bodies in earth, and let y'all learn y'all lesson. And then when I take you from that body, then that's when you know all the goodies and stuff will come in.
I don't know about that because you got to think about that when you just said he put us in these bodies while we on earth, right? To be in this slave form. But what you striving for?
But that's what I
What you
said.
striving? What you striving for? What you headed toward?
Me, okay.
You
So
headed toward being a boss, right?
listen, that's what I'm finna say. Your slavery is only in your mind. Your slavery mentality is only in your mind. So if you can, the only person that's making you a slave is you. When he,
That's the
when you
that's
when you got to free yourself.
that's these days.
I mean,
We get
even if
That
you was,
nigga sound like Kanye West. Slavery was a choice
nah, I'm
then.
just saying. But what I'm saying is,
Mr.
no.
listen,
Always was an
even
option.
if you was a
Mr.
slave
Always,
physically,
Mr. Always was an option, and slavery was a choice. All
listen,
this,
I ain't saying it.
listen to
I
what
ain't
I'm
saying.
saying, and then comment to it.
Go
What I'm
ahead.
saying is, even if you were slavery physically, you still a slavery of your mind. Just because people were slavery don't mean in their mind they were slave. In their mind, they can do anything what they wanted to do. And when you're in jail, your mind is not in jail. You can do anything that you want to do with your mind. Your mind is not in jail unless you bow down to that jail. Unless you let your mind is the powerful thing that controls you no matter where you at.
He has a good point. Let's think about all the slaves who did jump off those slave ships
He
and jump
has
to
a
their.
good point, but you need to go back and watch the slavery video and see where he went with that one before I even jump into that. But um, I get where he coming from,
Yeah.
But the thing is when you in this um world or this realm or this society or whatever you want to put the name on it or whatever name you want to put on it, because I'm with D on this one, nigga. It's all bullshit. It's just a motherfucking veil that's over your eyes that's trying to manipulate you into thinking one way or another. And for the most part, man, I feel like the more knowledge that you obtain or search and try to gain, the better off you are. So um on that slavery thing, I'm gonna say this. Um they didn't have the tools we have today to look up shit and find out different shit to where they can educate themselves, because they was actually kept away from education. And then even when they was brought into the point to where they can actually go to school, they still was kept away from certain subjects and all this shit. So I'm not gonna bring that up on that level, but at the same time you have to understand that and where we are now, it's two different slaveries. So the slavery we in now, you can kind of get yourself out of depending on who you know or what you know. You understand? I mean, you ain't cahoots with some of the good dudes, and they might look out for you. But back then, you couldn't be in cahoots with no good dudes because it wasn't no good dudes. It's barely some now. Um,
Good dudes.
as far as the motherfucking crackers or the negative blood types or what the fuck you want to call these little bitches that would help you. That's who I was calling good dudes, smart ass.
Hey man.
And I can't even say they was good dudes. They might have act like they was helping them and then turned them in later. I don't know. But from my understanding is some of them helped them and some of them got away. So they had to have some good dudes.
I mean, think about this. When they had slaves and they freed the slaves, if you was a slave and they said you was free, a lot of them didn't leave. A lot of them just stayed where they was.
You want to know
So
why?
That'll be you. That'll be you. But they were, I ain't going nowhere here. All these poke chops and stuff.
if
You
I'm a
don't eat
slave, I'm gonna get on. So
pork.
why? Because they was used to
Now,
being
now
enslaved.
they didn't.
I
They no, no,
say something.
no. See, they didn't stay
Hold on,
because they
what?
like being slaves. They stayed because they was free and now they was getting paid.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, let's say hypothetically speaking, right, from the information I get. Because, once again, this is what I believe from the information I get. So, I ain't here to teach. I'm just, But, hey, from information I get, right, we didn't eat pork where we came from. When we got over here, we had to work from sun up to sundown 7 days a week. The only way you didn't have to work on Sunday if you went to church, okay? If you went to church, they had them they had sausages and pork chops and ham and eggs and shit, right? And we didn't eat pork. But you could be off work and eat pork if you didn't say you was Muslim and you said you was a Christian and you went to church. Because Christians eat pork and Muslims don't. And Christians got captured Muslims. And so it's some religious shit in it too. Not just color, not just skin color and blood type. It's in every, bracket of what's going on. But how they did us though was that we had to work from sun up to sundown, right? Except for on Sunday, if we obeyed their laws and believed they believe. Now, how many niggas would have sold out for that? Because mind you, I was in prison during Ramadan, and we fasted, right? In Ramadan, I was in prison for 11 years, and I became Muslim halfway through there. But during Ramadan, I couldn't drink or eat. Okay, and they still made us go out in the field and work. Everybody else drinking water except for us. Okay, we couldn't eat until the sun went down to drink. They still made us work. But on Christian holidays, they honor that. And those Mexican holidays, They have everything in the cafeteria in with nachos, tacos, burritos, enchiladas. But Martin Luther King birthday, they have motherfucking hot link and sauerkraut. A motherfucking of all things pork. A motherfucking sausage and sauerkraut. But how many niggas would have sold out to be off work that one day to follow their laws and believe what they believe? Because I would have been bucking. Everybody would have been mad at me, niggas. I would have been trying to run. I ain't eating their pork. I ain't doing it in prison. I wouldn't have stayed there doing shit, nigga. I'd have been on some Nat Turner shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck staying there.
I'm a little confused here. Was Mr. Handle that was he saying he wanted to be, he preferred to be a slave?
No, no. I what I said is when the slaves was freed, why did they stay there when they had the chance to go? Because I'm talking about I'll be the first one. I'm hitting the road. They free me, I'm gone. So why did they stay?
It was a
That you
number
got
of
to
things.
understand.
No. You didn't say why did they stay. You said some of them stayed because you was making a point about
Yeah,
it's always an option. You said some of them stayed.
yeah.
You asked, but you said it like you agreed with it. That's why I say that's what you
No,
could have
no,
did.
no, no. I don't.
Was you
I don't
asking,
agree with
or
staying to
was you?
be a slave. No,
But
that ain't
after
what
they
I
were
mean.
freed, would you would have stayed after they were freed?
Hell no. That's what I'm saying. Why did they stay? Okay, if you a slave, that's why I was making my point is when we was talking about damn, I lost my train of thought. We was talking about something else about what we was talking about that was pertaining to that.
Bro, look, check it out. You ever heard of this shit? What they call the captivity motherfucking shit?
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
know what you're talking about that.
okay?
But
Well, you
fuck
got
that.
that. You look, wait, you got
They
that. You
call it
got that on. You
Stockholm
got that.
syndrome.
You got that.
They
That
call
captivity shit. Well, you
no,
just that's what you
they call
know.
it
You grew up
they
in
call
that
it
shit.
they
You
call it
got that.
Stockholm. They call it Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got that shit.
We were talking
Stockholm.
about
But
the
then
mind and
also
slavery.
once they was freed, they started getting paid.
Also, it was the ones
Well,
who were
that
like,
that made my point.
told that they were freed yet.
Now,
That made my point.
once they was free, they started getting paid to work.
No, I'm saying that they were lied to. Plenty of them were lied to. You know, there were plantations still
Nick,
in.
that's just down here in the south. That's down here. Up north, nigga, they was
My
free.
point
Hey, let's remember
was your
the
mind can be enslaved. So once they was free, their mind still was enslaved. Whether they were just stuck in that area, your mind still enslaved. Because if your mind was free, the first thing you would have said, "I'm getting the fuck up out of here."
I
Your
mean, if you
mind's still enslaved.
everybody knew
if you started getting paid, then
slaves, right?
say that again.
Abraham Lincoln didn't free all the slaves. He only freed the slaves in the South.
The North slaves was already free.
No, they wasn't. There was still
Yeah,
no. It was still slavery in the North.
they started releasing
But
them
the
before they
South,
released the South.
yeah, the North was free first because they was running from the South to the North because the Mason
Yeah.
Dixon line, the Mason
Yeah,
Dixon line, it divides the North from the South. And if you passed the Mason Dixon line, you was free.
that's why Harriet Tubman was moving all them motherfuckers and shit. Cause up north they was free.
So my thing is if I was enslaved down here and once I was free, I'm going up north because I don't know if they're gonna change their mind. They're gonna act the same. They might snap, whoop my motherfucking ass. I'm getting the fuck up out of there.
But
Okay,
if you once you
but
was free, you started getting paid.
I
okay, but
don't
you
want your
think
pay.
I've been doing this shit for free for 20 years. Now I'm finna
I
get
don't want
paid.
okay, but you think they're gonna let you leave like that? Because some slave masters was killing their slaves. Talking about y'all ain't going nowhere and shooting them in the face. Made an example. So y'all been here. I've been taking care of y'all and everything. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Fuck with it. That's why the KKK. It started from the Confederates. That's
But
how that shit.
we talked about that before.
Because they
We
didn't
all
agree. Yeah, they didn't agree. So yeah, you ain't
we
gonna just
talked
go.
about that before, whether I was a
You ain't gonna
slave or
just get
not.
no. You ain't gonna just get no
I would have
plane
been
ticket.
trying to run anyway.
You ain't gonna just get no plane ticket to the north just because
Now,
they free
but
slave.
we had a discussion on this before, and I said that I would run anyway. So that's free or not, I was gonna try to make my way out of there. That's why they'll say you're a slave in your mind, by staying. If you make up in your mind, I'm gonna either die or I'm gonna make it the fuck up out of here. That's the choice you had to do. So whether or not I was freed or not, I still was going.
Why
I'm
you
gonna
why
run
you
till I get out of there.
why you bullshitting, niggas? The same thing growing up in the ghetto. You gonna die, you gonna make it up out this bitch. Cause you can
And
be a
what-
slave to the you can be a slave to the system or you can make it a bite.
Yeah, that's facts. That's
It's
facts.
shit. You can be the system bitch or you can shit. Get you in a little trouble, then get up out that bitch and change it up. Do something different. It's still slavery though, cause they still try to hold a nigga down with these old bullshit ass ghettos and these flooding the ghettos with these drugs and all this shit. You don't think that it's just niggas that's pumping this shit, nigga. These white people funding this shit. Niggas ain't got money to fund that much work, nigga. These white people, these motherfucking government motherfuckers funding this shit. They putting this shit in the ghetto for niggas to pump out just to keep niggas in slavery or jail or however
Yep,
you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It's
Hey,
still slavery. It's just shit. You gotta learn from your mistakes and try to do something different.
my fam say it's a mental thing, man.
Yeah, but
Mental
once once
slavery.
but once you mentally good though, it's what five of us on here right now. You mentally good, right? It might be two of us that's not.
And then if you
Now
know
what?
how to,
Now,
if you know how
now we
to,
need to get the other two mentally stable so we can collab together and join come together as a force and move against that motherfucker shit. That's the whole thing about chain breakers. That's why I like talking like this because it ain't just about what we thinking. It's we listen to each other and we talk to everybody else outside of this little circle. We create a bigger circle and try to break some of these chains, man.
Well, the big chain is what we grew up and they trying to teach us. Go to school, go get a job, and this and that. So they trying to keep you in that little box to keep you running in that circle, just like a hamster, trying to keep you running in that circle.
Facts.
and once again, like I said, the mental game, which is nigga, if you stop in a red lights and stop signs, they got you mentally already, cause you know what it is. If there wasn't no lights or no words on it.
But the good thing that we have now is computers in our hands every day, so you can learn a whole lot of shit that they wasn't teaching you
Hey,
back.
bro, that's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Cause it's a good thing because you got knowledge at the palm of your hand. But it's a bad thing because they can look into all your fucking background, your history and everything, anything that you didn't thought about texting or
Yep.
anything that you didn't thought about looking up. Nigga, once you put your social security number and your phone number in that bitch with your name on it, nigga, they got everything on you. Everything from your blood type to your motherfucking. So it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. You
Yeah,
just
that's if
gotta
they want.
you just
If you
gotta know how to utilize it.
somebody they want,
Mm-hmm.
they look at us like we ain't nothing. We peons to them. If we was somebody they want to do that with, then it'd be different.
Now I can guarantee you what they do is they use keywords, fam. Like when we talking keywords that we say that log into their database, they start listening in because now they like, oh, these niggas, they ears open, they woke, so they gonna try to listen to what the fuck we talking about just to see what we saying. You know what I'm saying? But if we had a bigger following, we would be in trouble just because the way
I
we
believe
talk.
the people that they listen to is like the dude that's with that coalition, not fucking around coalition. He got a lot of power. He
Uh,
got a lot of people that's following him. So
Yeah,
that would be somebody they listen to. People
they
that got a
wouldn't.
lot of
They
following,
wouldn't. They wouldn't fuck with him though, because he actually talked to the police and shit. They might follow him
they
and
listening to him. They listening
yeah,
to him
yeah. They
talk
listening to him, yeah. But
because he
he
got a
actually,
lot. He can do more damage than we can.
yeah. But he actually talked to these polices and shit. He and cohesive with these motherfuckers and shit. This nigga like I don't know, like it's kind of like is a good thing and a bad thing because he
What
he
I'm talking
he
about is
he
the
he
FBI and
show
the CIA.
he doing shit, but at the same time he also tell you he worked with the police. So it's a balance thing, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But
When he say he working with the police, I think he just go into the town before they go and talk with the police station and let them know we gonna be here demonstrating or whatever, and then he come in. But I don't think he talking to the higher up like the FBI's and the CIA. I think them the people that's watching him because of the power. When you have a certain amount of power, you got a certain amount of influence on people. Because he can basically start a war with those people right now. He could just say, "We're going to war." Because
yeah,
them people,
I
him,
watched the shit. I
if he
watched the
say
motherfuckers,
we finna kill some people, they gonna do it.
the NFAC.
Yeah, not fucking around coalition.
But when
Yeah,
they do that, when you got power like that, that's the people they want to watch. They want to watch the people that can actually do something to hurt them.
but the thing is, with with the following he have and as many people as he got following him, they know if they touch him, they gotta make it motherfucking well they it can't be traced back to them because he got too many people following him and watching him. So at this point, if anything happened, they gonna know who the fuck did it. And it's gonna start a whole lot of shit. So they ain't gonna fuck with that nigga. His following too big. Now if it was a nigga like us that just started out and we ain't had that shit, then we'd have been touched yesterday.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They touched a lot of big people. They touched Malcolm X. They touched Martin Luther King. All them people had
I
power.
don't know. I ain't know Malcolm X, but I seen the movie. But this nigga had way more people than Malcolm X had. All of them strapped up, motherfucking bulletproof vest dying, nigga. I'm talking about this nigga had way more people than Malcolm X had even thought about having. This nigga,
That don't mean that's good.
that's why we had one of these conversations too. Good press, bad press. We had one of these conversations too on one of these. I think this was before you jumped on, but we had this shit too. Like we talk about everything, bro. Like I think it started with this ride and shit. Is it good press or bad press type shit? Like honestly, the ride and the me nigga is bad press because it's gonna make us look bad. They gonna want to do something worse to it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna stop killing us if niggas keep acting like they acting and not just protesting. Now if people protest, good publicity. But once niggas start acting the fool and kicking in doors and burning shit up, then that's bad publicity. Now we still on the bad end. You know what I'm saying? Because look what they doing. This is why we killing them because they doing this and we feel threatened. That type bullshit. Now
Niggas,
people,
black people is not even the one that's starting the looting and shit though.
nah, I seen it, but that's what they make it look like because that's all they show on the motherfucking media.
Oh, they've been covering that. They show the people that been starting it, been breaking the windows, and then they had one dude that was a police officer that was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy
Niggas got
thing
the
is,
same clothes.
the crazy thing is when these motherfucking officers get exposed, these niggas get a slap on the wrist. That nigga next to him though, he get motherfucking 15 years.
But what you don't know is that yeah, the people that's getting a slap on the wrist making it hard for the good cops to do their job because guess what? You gonna bump into somebody else, that ain't gonna go like that. that's gonna kill a, that's just gonna hate cops and kill somebody that they really need to kill. So just because you're a good cop and you're not doing the right thing when you see somebody do wrong, you're gonna have other cops get killed because you got people that ain't gonna fuck around like that and gonna bust your ass when you come at them like that. And then they're gonna be singing, Blue Lives Matter and all that shit. If you see somebody doing wrong in your department, you need to stop them and correct. Because if you
Okay.
don't do it, that's when shit gonna hit the fan.
But they have it's a brotherhood, man. They ain't stopping shit.
It's some people that step up. Like I seen one with the ride, the black lady, the white cop he was down on his knees and the white cop walked in and pushed him in his head, like moving him out the way, and she got on his ass.
Oh, that lady. Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
that
the
one.
lady got dead on his ass. That's what I'm talking about. Get on their ass.
Hmm.
Hey, white lady. I mean, my bad, Angie. How you
Yeah,
feel about your kind fucking over black people? I mean,
he's
white
not
people.
white.
This police thing.
What's the my kind? Fucking.
I said police thing. Police thing.
I I'm not a policeman. Why would you?
Okay, well, how you feel about the police brutality and what's going on around with
I
all
think
these
that
killings
I
and the
think that
rioting and shit?
I think that defunding the police is not enough. What you need to do is take away some of their so-called rights because they take liberties just because they say we the police.
Mm.
I they need to be stripped of it. I mean, we keep giving power to people over people. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be somebody to try and keep things, together for law and order, but a policeman is they the bottom of the barrel, and they're causing the most trouble.
Yep,
They
they
don't
But
need
have
to
to be
turn
asked.
their ass into security.
I think they should
Yeah,
hire
basically.
undercover people to go in. They should hire cops. That's not in it. Like, okay, you got an undercover that's
Yo,
over, and he go in there and work with them. And if they step out of line, he get on the radio, call for backup, and arrest the motherfucker right on the scene.
Yep, that would be
Arrest the
another thing.
motherfucker right on the scene.
Yep, police do need to be
So he
I
police.
o-
think
so he over them. They don't know it that he over them. He working with them every day, and he report back to his high up. And if
Yep.
everything
see,
going smooth, he doing an audit
I
without
think
them
I
knowing.
think
Everything goes smooth.
And
these
He
also,
go to
motherfuckers
the
another
these
cops
person.
take
motherfuckers should go back to the Constitution where we had the right to govern ourselves.
that is
Like,
the way I look at it is cops take an oath. They take this oath that says that they'll put their life on the line to serve the people. So since when is it okay to say I felt my life was in danger? Well, that's what the fuck you took your oath for. That's what you said. You would put your life in danger. So why the hell is it now that is that okay for you to use that as a scapegoat? No, I'm sorry. You killing unarmed people because you got scared.
And when that came to norm, unarmed people, it used to be a time you couldn't shoot nobody that was unarmed. Now it's
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly. Because they fear for their
lost
life.
their
That
integrity, man.
huh?
man, fuck that. What the fuck did us having the power to govern ourselves go out of play? Why the fuck I can't live in this community and we govern ourselves? We have something set up where we got everything situated. We gonna take care of whatever happened here.
I
You ain't
said
gotta bring your ass over here.
there's always gonna okay, right there in the streets, people do it. The reason that you can't govern yourself is people out there. I feel disrespected. I feel disrespected, and they fucking kill each other over colors. It's
That
a
was
damn
back in
color.
the fucking 90s,
No, they
2000s.
still doing this shit.
No, that's not of a color. They not killing each other of a color, but they killing each other of a respect. Niggas, they killing each other because nigga didn't beat them up and now they feel like, oh, I lost in front of my niggas. Like
Okay.
my nigga got killed. My nigga got killed by his own brother because he beat him up in front of his homeboy.
Ego.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? It's that bullshit. It's not over colors. It's over this young nigga
Well, respect. But how
mentality
many
of
of
I always
these
gotta win.
how many of these niggas actually getting up, going to work, taking care of their kids? I respect you on that. You telling me, man, you made me feel
Who
like a
knows?
what the fuck? Are you taking care of any of your responsibilities? But you out here talking about you feel like somebody took your respect?
Yeah.
Hey,
Because
can I say something? Can I say something? Let me try
Go
right quick.
ahead, fam.
Okay, now I gotta bring in a Hamite on this one. Okay, now when I remember Hotel Rwanda, the Rwanda genocide, and in the Bible where he said the Hamite would be slain by my sword, I think about the Rwanda genocide. I think about the Crips and the Bloods, and how we've been killed by police. You know, and they say even the elect will be deceived. So a lot of times that's probably what's happening. Cause I know in the Rwanda genocide there was Hamites and Hebrews. But just to be like me, you know, me, I'm a smart ass when they call Bloods pretty boys, right? Because I'm a Blood. I used well, I don't got anything in that. And they say Crips was, you know, they had their hair out. They look really like Hamites, right? So it just, you know, I'm kind of critical about that because that could be the same thing as the Rwanda genocide. The Hamite would be slain by my sword. Because they could kill, the police could kill a Hamite and we'll go crazy. God said he make a difference between Hamites and Hebrews. The Hamites will be slain by the sword. So when we think about Christian blood, because I think about stuff from all points of perspective. Maybe that was the case with the Christian blood situation. Like with the Rwanda genocide. Y'all gonna kill the Hamites, goddammit. I don't
Hey,
care if you're Crippin'
there
blood.
you go
I don't
here.
care if you Rwanda genocide. Y'all gonna But yeah, that's it. You know me.
Mr. Handle that, you still here?
Yeah.
All right. You know what I'm gonna say, right?
What's up?
I
Y'all
call
see
bullshit.
it.
Bro,
Okay,
you
yeah.
when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying? This Bloods and Crips shit, nigga, we wasn't even Bloods or Crips, nigga. We was fucking salty dogs, nigga. And nigga, if you ain't from Galveston and you talking about you a blood and you don't know about salty dogs, nigga, you full of shit. We was salty
Salty
dogs,
Dog.
bro.
Salty Dog was
And
Parkland. Salty Dog was Parkland,
where
nigga.
you think blood started at? Where you think blood started at?
Oh shit. You got two OGs on here right now, born and raised in Palm Terrace, nigga.
And I'm right
You
here.
got nigga, me handle that
So
with
so so
nigga,
where did the blood
Hold
where
on,
did
hold on,
the
hold on, hold
blood
on,
start
hold
at?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, nigga. On my birth certificate is 12F Palm Terrace, nigga.
Where the
43rd.
blood they ain't
How
say
you
that.
gonna
I say
tell
where
me?
the blood started.
Man, that shit started every fucking well, fool.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Every fucking
You
well.
know, goddamn where it
I'm gonna
started in
tell you
Cedar
something.
Fair and spread it out.
I thought you
The,
was talking
the Crip
about in the
spread first.
early. I thought
The
you were talking
Crip,
about in the early. Wait. I thought you were talking about in the early '70s with Tony Rogers and the Air Rukins. When you talking about what blood started at.
man, that shit started in Cedar Terrace first, man.
Okay,
Cedar Terrace,
okay. Started to see.
Cedar Terrace, man. The same thing happened out there. Nigga, Crips took over first. Then it was Bloods jumped in. Same thing. Ain't shit changed from California to down here. It was the same shit. Crips was running the shit, and then Bloods jumped in, and then it was what it was.
No, but you asked me where it started. I didn't know you were talking about it in Galveston. I thought you were talking about the early '70s with Tony
Oh no,
Rogers.
you talking about way up? Oh no, I was talking about where we at, nigga. I'm talking about where we
matter of
from.
fact,
Okay,
I got
okay. My
I
bad.
got my birth certificate right here. It say 32D Palm Terrace.
Hey,
Motherfucker.
hey, I
Nigga,
got
you
cedar
wasn't even
tears on
staying
mine.
there.
Mine 24B cedar tears.
Right here on my birth certificate.
Mine 12F Palm Terrace.
Mine was it wasn't 12. Was it 12? No, it was what grandma
You
stayed.
a Parkland. You a salty dog, nigga. You from Parkland, nigga.
Man, my shit from Palm Terrace,
You
nigga. I can show
New
you.
Palm Terrace. You from New Palm Terrace. You
Hey,
got old Palm Terrace. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna expose you, nigga. You got old Palm
expose
Terrace.
me.
Terrace.
Oh, here
You
you
got, hold
go.
on,
I'm from what?
expose you. You got old Palm Terrace and new Palm Terrace across the street. Me and the
Nigga,
day
I'm
from
from Old Palm Terrace, nigga. My shit got granny house on it, nigga. Don't
no,
get
no,
it twisted. I'm
no.
from granny house where my daddy used to leave me at.
Wait. Let me finish. I'm gonna let you go. Me and the day from Old Palm Terrace. You from across the street from New Palm Terrace, youngster.
Eh, eh,
Yeah, you
eh,
from New
eh,
Palm
eh,
Terrace ass nigga
eh.
across the fucking street.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm from Old Palm Terrace,
you a new.
and my motherfucking birth certificate say I'm from Old Palm Terrace, and I can tell you, I ain't
What?
never lived in New Palm Terrace. Only time I went to Parkland was because
Okay,
my family
okay.
stayed out there.
Right.
Niggas always been gang, nigga. Don't
Okay.
get it twisted.
You're
I
right.
grew up in this shit.
But from what I remember, when your mom and daddy got their own house and you was born, y'all
No, I was born where Granny stayed at Old Palm Terrace, nigga.
y'all lived across the street in New Palm Terrace
No, no,
after you were
no.
born.
Palm
So,
Terrace, nigga. That right in the front by that old bullshit ass Dairy Queen ass shit.
okay, look, across from the Washington, man, where the bus station was at, where the Washington, you know what
Yo,
Washington? That's New Palm Terrace
no,
with the
no.
flat
By
roof.
the old
New
Dairy Queen, nigga.
Palm, look,
When you on Broadway, you take that first left where that you at, that loop, before grandma moved across the street to that house. We stayed over there in them apartments, nigga. Right
yeah,
there.
We coming up on 2 hours, so y'all, we need to wrap this up.
yeah, let's wrap it up. I gotta go to work in the morning too, y'all. Let me do the outro so I can go. Hey, yeah, SG hard. You're going hard in the yard with a bad report card. You know what I'm saying? Your brother like no other from the south of the motherfucking gutter. You know what I'm saying? Got the fam in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Royalty, motherfucking Hamlet Williams, D-Lat, and I don't know your Angie, but shout out to you too. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know her, nigga. That's the one I got the son for. I say, look just like your ass. That's your son.
Oh yeah, I do know her, but I ain't
Yeah,
recognize the picture. Yeah, that's her.
yeah.
Hey man, much love. You're my bad. Damn, then why you ain't tell me that? Yeah.
Don't worry, I didn't know who you were. He didn't tell me the whole time.
Yeah, that's how that nigga do. But yeah,
Hey, nigga, that's your son, nigga.
yeah, you the shot of me. If I wouldn't have went to prison, if I wasn't in prison when that boy was born, everybody told me that I'd have got shot, and you'd have shot the shit out of me because I see you just like me. Everybody told me
That
that.
nigga look just like that nigga, man.
I'm mad at you because you would have shot me if I would have been in the prison, fam. But yeah, yeah, I'm out, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, man. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Chainbreaker, we out.
All right.
Hey,